G'day everyone, N70 Toyota Hilux, the turbo diesel model. We have a fuel light that comes on the dash. Now, if the light is flashing, we have instructions here on how to drain the water from the fuel system so the light will stop flashing, it will go away. But if the light stays on, it does tell us to visit the dealer. Now, the light staying on does mean you have a clogged fuel filter, and we can change the fuel filter and reset the light ourselves. Now, the light is in the corner of the dash next to the fuel gauge just here. So all we need to do to get that fuel light to turn off on the dash there is to change the filter and remove the restriction that is caused, and then we can go ahead and reset the light, and I'll show you how to do that now. Okay, we'll start by turning the vehicle off, and then we'll lift the bonnet, and on the passenger side here we can see the fuel filter assembly. There's a black connector on top. We push down on the tab and pull it off. Then we can turn the ignition to the on position. We wait 20 seconds and we reconnect that plug. The fuel light should reset before 60 seconds is up, and then we can turn the vehicle off, turn it back on, the fuel light should come on and then turn off again. Of course, none of this is going to help you unless you change the fuel filter. The light is on because it's clogged, so we do need to change the fuel filter. It's a very straightforward procedure. We unscrew the base here, drop it down, and we can lift the top off and change the filter and all the O-rings as well. There is a water trap on the bottom. If we have a flashing light, we do need to drain the water tap, but I feel like we should be draining the water tap every single time we do a service. And if the fuel filter is clogged, it's a good idea to drain the water tap then as well. We open the tap and we prime the top of the filter to push any diesel through and wash any of that water out the bottom. If diesel starts coming out, that's not a problem. Keep pushing the primer and flush the bottom of that filter housing out so we can drain any contaminants out of the bottom of the housing. Then we can go ahead and reset that light. Okay, with that done, we should be able to turn the ignition on now. The light will come on momentarily and then it should switch off again too. Of course, like I said, changing the fuel filter is absolutely necessary, and cleaning out the bottom of the housing. If your water light came on, you will end up with some sludge in the bottom of that housing. Just draining the water may turn the light off for now, but you may find you have some sludge in the bottom of that housing. Of course, if the light comes back on again within your maintenance interval after changing that fuel filter and resetting the light, it's likely you've got some bad fuel from somewhere, whether it got water contamination or debris in the fuel tank. You can either drain your fuel tank or continue changing filters as often as possible. But for the most part, you should be able to get through a full service interval at least without that fuel light coming on. It's quite a rarity unless you've got some bad fuel from somewhere. Other than that, thank you very much for watching.